dealing with the cold and being able to operate out here for prolonged periods of time is a real challenge. I think the coldest we've had over the last couple of weeks whilst we've been here is -28, which I'm sure for everyone here isn't a huge deal. I'm Tom, I'm a captain in the British Army. I'm part of the Ranger Regiment. We're a land special operations unit and currently working on the cold weather. So this kind of environment that we're in now is a bit of a challenge. So there's all sorts of specialist kit and equipment we use whilst we're out here. Some of the things we're trying to get to grips with in this weather is just the very, very basic stuff. This is our first cold weather deployment of this winter season. So at the moment it's all about the tents, the cookers, clothing and things like that. The time of day out here is a little unique. There's not a huge amount of daylight, so up in the dark, to bed in the dark. Most days we'll see us out on skis. Being in the UK, we don't have the same weather and geography as you. The snow isn't quite as prevalent as it is here. So we'll be out doing as much mobility, ski mobility as possible during the days, and then in the evenings we're into the tents starting to use all the equipment to make sure that we can administrate ourselves and keep us out in the field for as long as possible. I absolutely love these colder environments. You get to ski under the northern lights, you're carrying a lot of kit, but what a privilege, what a lovely place to be. You guys are king out here. We've learned a huge amount from the Finnish guys that we've been working alongside. They've been absolutely phenomenal, just showing us how to deal with this environment and this weather. You guys, professional military, large conscript army as well, what a great ally to have. I think NATO is I think it's pretty much just, it's security, isn't it? It's our security, our freedom, the ability for us to be prosperous in the future, and it's worth maintaining that as well. Glad you guys have joined us. Pleasure to have you.
This is pretty out there, much in the middle of nowhere.
I know virtually nothing about who I'm meeting, and only one thing about where I'm meeting.
If we look at this video about a NATO captain commissioned by the Finnish shitbox leasing army, it is almost same kind of shady video as Maria van Zeller's documentaries about drug dealers who also don't want to appear with their own faces and behind anonymity. Just like this supposedly NATO captain who appears in this shady videos of the Finnish shitbox leasing army and terrorist organization called Green Brothels, whose warehouses these bombs of Campi and Miemani is from.
Out of this one house in the middle of nowhere practically. Which part do you read?
The main tactic of this Finnish National Coalition Party and the Nazi terrorist state in politics is to destroy the credibility of the agencies in the eyes of the people, and what the National Coalition is doing also with NATO with this video, which is however good, because after this, anyone can see what these democracies and its organizations really are. In Finland, National Coalition Nazi war criminals of the 40s is practicing this because after this, they can carry out the criminal activities of the National Coalition Party, such as the drug trafficking inside the Finnish police headquarters, and which was the task of Finnish drug unit chief Jari Aunio, who ran drug trafficking throughout his career from the headquarters of the Finnish police at the request and wishes of the National Coalition Party MPs and Sauli the Two-Face Niinisto. Aunio, who built effective connections with Finnish criminal organizations that were allowed to operate in Finland only because it was the activity desired by the National Coalition Party and the Finnish terrorist state, just like the drug trafficking run by Jari Aunio from the headquarters of the police, which means that the Finnish police is the largest umbrella organization of organized crime in Europe.
The former head of Helsinki Police's drug squad has been sentenced to 10 years in jail for his role in smuggling close to a ton of cannabis resin, otherwise known as hashish, into Finland. Jari Aunio faces a total of 13 years in prison, including a previous jail term related to the purchase of police surveillance equipment. He was found guilty of drug smuggling and preventing the police from investigating.
Why doesn't Ursula von der Leyen's Europol arrest the Finnish terrorist government and Europe's largest organized crime umbrella organization, the Finnish police? But this fucking Europol seems only chasing these 21st century Jews, who the Finnish police have lured into this drug trade they run, where only these disadvantaged people are arrested, and the Finnish police are allowed to run this criminal activity in peace without any interference from any other EU country authority. If you noticed on the video, these so-called cops in the video did not have any cop labels that would point to any authority such as Europol agents, which obviously means that these raids are 100% fake cinematic shows whose glory in the eyes of the people is poured onto the shoulders of Europol's fake police, who leave the real criminals such as the National Coalition Party MPs and their organized crime gang, the drug trade run by the Finnish police, in peace. This criminal activity of the National Coalition Party's Friends Club also includes all the congestion of state authorities, such as the police, through unfounded criminal reports made by their own organizations, which in the Eastern Finland police alone means 22,000 crime reports per year, which means that the umbrella organization of Finnish organized crime, i.e. the Finnish police, can block all valid crime reports that come from the people, citing a shortage of labor and resources.
Laitoksen uusi päällikkö Marko Viitanen, tervetuloa.
Kiitos.
Olet juuri aloittanut uudessa virassa ja Itä-Uudenmaan poliisilaitos tunnetaan kenties Suomen ehkä pahimpana niin sanotusti tai haastavimpana alueena, koska juttuja on rästissä paljon ja rikoksia alueellanne tapahtuu paljon, niin miten itse näet tämän Itä-Uudenmaan tilanteen tällä hetkellä?
No onhan se toki haastava. Tällä hetkellä avoimia rikoksia on vähän yli 22 000. Tarkoittaa tietenkin, kyllähän niille tehdään koko ajan jotain, mutta on se määrä suuri. Ja rikosten määrä tänäkin vuonna niin on kasvanut noin 5%.
Kun puhut, että reilut 22 000 rästissä olevaa juttua tällä hetkellä, niin mitä se tarkoittaa? Onko niille jo tehty jotakin vai odottavatko ne sitä, että poliisi ehtisi tarttua niihin?
Osalle tehdään. Totta kai se kuvaa sitä määrää, joka on poliisille ilmoitettu ja sitten osa on tutkinnassa ja osa odottaa sitten tutkintaa.
Jossakin vaiheessa tilanne oli jo ihan parempi Itä-Uudellamaalla. Se saatiin se luku tippumaan noin 17 000, niin miksi ollaan taas tässä tilanteessa?
No ei varmasti se, että jos rikosten määrä kasvaa ja on tietty rajallinen määrä niiden tutkijoita, niin totta kai siinä lisääntymistä tulee sitten näissä rikoksissa.
Onko tämä luku reilut 22 000 rästissä olevaa juttua niin suurin, kun verrataan eri poliisilaitoksia tässä maassa?
Mä en ole ihan varma, mutta varmasti ollaan kärkipäässä, eli taitaa olla ainakin siellä hyvinkin kärjessä.
And now these Nazi war criminals of the National Coalition from the 40s have come to tarnish NATO's reputation with these shady videos directed by the Finnish shitbox leasing army and Gerionio, which however is fine for me, who investigates these state-level crimes against peace and humanity and what the Finnish coalition government's Nazi war criminals are known for in Finland, who have implemented all the Nazi crimes against humanity directly from Auschwitz to the coalition government's authorities, and as evidence of this is the medical, mental and physical torture of a particularly sensitive refugee, Abdurrahman Bouanania.
The problems of the world cannot possibly be solved by skeptics or cynics whose horizons are limited by the obvious realities. We need men who can dream of things that never were and ask why not.